Hello, how are you?
Hi, Paul. How's it going?
Oh, it's going wonderful. How are you doing today?
You know what? Feeling good. So
Good.
far, good. Everyone's so nice to me. Nobody even hates the movie yet.
Nor should they. It's so much fun. And it's so wild because you never know what you're getting into, but then you see the trailer like, all right, but then probably the funniest production notes I've ever read too. Just your letter to everybody,
Thank
you
you.
know.
Oh my God.
And it's obviously something that comes from the heart, but it's just so cool to see you do so much because why not do it all yourself if you can, right?
Why not just do it all yourself? Well, it's a little nerve-wracking at this point when they slap your name on everything and you're like, wow, it's really me up there naked on the stage. So it's a little scary at this point, but I do recommend it.
Yeah. Well, and part of it is that feedback that you get from people, which you'll get a whole lot more, once everybody gets a chance to see it. But you found before that just kind of being really just for real about everything, it strikes a nerve with a lot of people, right?
Yeah, I mean, this one's a crazy one because we played South by and it
Mhm.
was amazing to talk to people after they saw the film, but it doesn't feel like a lot of people have seen it. So I'm really kind of I'm anxious to have those reactions and for people to reach out and hopefully, express that they enjoyed it and not that they hate me and want me to die, which is the internet, right? I'm prepared for
Yeah.
that. I told my mom, stop reading comments, mom. You're bound to find some ugly stuff out there, but also I just feel like while you're making the film you just do your best to try to tell the truth, just try to tell the truth as much as you can, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and the other thing is sort of grace under pressure too, with wearing all those hats, doing all that. And it made it look like it was the most fun set ever, but probably was a little bit stressful for you, right?
Yeah, a lot of, yes, very stressful, but I will say there's a lot of women in power positions on this set. And my cinematographer is a woman, my producer, my editor, my AD. So I felt really, really safe. I felt really
Good.
supported by the men as well on the set. I mean, I felt like nobody was there thinking they're getting rich, and nobody was there, that isn't a feminist. Everybody that's on our set knows what we're here to do. So I felt like, we really compiled a group of people, brought together a group of people that was just had their eye on the prize and believed in what we were trying to do. So I was pretty lucky.
I love that. Well, and that's also very inspiring to a lot of people, kind of look up the screen and they go, okay, that's it. That's what I want to do, something like that. But, obviously it's a lot harder than it looks. What kind of advice would you give to someone that wants to follow in your footsteps?
It's following my footsteps as a filmmaker or as a woman
Yeah.
or as
As it well, yeah. It's a tricky question,
good
right?
advice. Um, I would say my piece of advice that I hold close to my heart is if you build it, they will come. I think so many people wait for that magical wizard that's going to appear and buy their script or bring in the fancy studio or the agent or the manager, all these overlords, all these people that are supposed to give you permission. And I think one of the things that I'm most proud of in my career is that I've never been afraid of making something with no money. I'm very good at asking for things I have no business asking for. I'm very good at telling people I don't have any money, but I've got this incredible vision and I want you to make it with me. And I can't promise that we're going to make money, but I can promise you I'm going to get it to the finish line and I'm going to do everything in my power to give it a life after production. And you'd be surprised by how many people are like, all right, let's go. I
Yeah.
already make good money and this is kind of beneath me, but I like you and I came here to make stuff. I came to LA or New York or wherever you are. I came here to make movies, not just talk about making movies. So I would say stop waiting for permission, get out there, do it yourself with what you can where you are.
Ah, love that. That's a great answer. And part of that is just kind of going for it. And we talk about that on the show that I'm on. Drew Pierce is my co-host, is an NFL legend. Caught the Hail Mary, went in the Hall of Fame, and so he wanted me to ask you your Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. Sounds like you probably had a few, right?
Yeah, wow. There have been a few, but I have to say the one that's sticking out in my mind is they had killed a big project of mine at a big studio. I had worked for almost 3 years on a big franchise. It was supposed to sort of be my big break as a writer and a filmmaker, and I had given everything to it and loved it deeply. And there was a regime change. The new president came in and they killed it. And I actually found out that the day that they had killed that film, they'd killed a different film of mine that I was directing. It was going to be my directorial debut. So all in one day, it felt like they had just wiped away my dreams. And I said, I'm not going to finish this year without making a movie. I'm going to write the film about freezing my eggs, and I'll make it for $5 if I have to. I'll call up my friends the way that I have always made my movies. I will call up my friends. I will beg people. I will beg my parents to let me shoot in that house. I'll beg my doctor to let me shoot in his office. Like, I will go, I will do whatever I have to do, but I'm shooting a movie this weekend. And so that was my Hail Mary, and here we are. So
Yeah.
it's a miracle, truly.
That's so cool. Well, part of that is it's just keeping your head above water and when you keep taking the hits, and we talk about that kind of mindset that you have to have. Is there something that you told yourself that kind of kept you on that right path, that kind of never let you fail?
The thing that I always tell myself is you cannot build a reputation on the things that you're gonna do.
Hmm.
You have to, some people don't want to put out their short film because it didn't reach their vision, the level of, the epicness of their vision, or they don't want to put this out because it's not ready. They don't want to put that the script's not ready. This is not, you can't spend your whole life in development. Trust me, when you get to the studio system, you're going to spend your whole life in development. You might as well be putting out the work that you create before you're in the studio system. So even though in many ways, I'm in the studio system now, nothing I make is ever going to be perfect. Nothing I make is ever going to reach the high vision I have in my head initially. But you know what? That's okay, because I'm going to continue to make work and put it out, and continue to make and put it out and create, and I'm getting better. People are going to judge me. People are going to criticize. But while they're criticizing, I'm creating.
I love that. Well, and now of course it's true. You've got so much good stuff coming out. Or what are we gonna see from me next here?
I'm so excited because I got my other directing job. So
Yes.
my next film is coming out. Well, we're working on it now. So pray for me. Pray for
Yes.
me. That
Yes.
got another one on the cutting room floor. But I did get my next directing gig. So we are working on that now. It is a script that I wrote. It has fought its way through the studio system. It's a love letter to my little sister. It's called Voicemails for Isabel. I don't know if I can say what studio is making it yet, but it was a fight to get it to this point. I wrote it in 2018, and I have stuck by it and always thought this is my movie. They wouldn't let me direct it back then, but they're going to let me direct it now. So
That's wonderful.
I've won the war.
You sure did. Well, hey, congratulations on everything. We're so excited for we go tell everyone to check this one out. I know it'll mean a lot to a lot of people and also entertain them a lot. So thank you for doing it.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks for
All right,
having me.
we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Okay, bye-bye.
Paul.
Thank you.